right, so another exercise that a lot of people have some challenge with that's super important for us to be able to learn how to do is our sit to stand exercise. Now it's a super simple exercise, but there are a couple of principles that I really want us focusing on when we're doing it. We can do it also from a few different heights, which we're about to do and kind of show you the difference here. This version with the sitting up taller is obviously going to be much easier. And we're going to start actually focusing on the details from the floor up. We're going to go bring the knees or the feet back behind the knees just slightly. So this is really key because as we go to rock forward and come into standing, we can't ever get our weight over top of our support point, our feet, if they're all the way out here. So now you're just going to push yourself backwards. So if you ever feel like you're trying to do this exercise and you're pushing yourself backwards, that's just because your feet are too far forward. So get those right behind the knees. Good. Now we're just going to go hands right on the hips. We're going to rock forward. As you rock, I don't want you to feel like you're hunching. I want you to really feel like you're closing down that space on the front side of the hip right here. So right where your pinky's at, go ahead, close down that space, but stay nice and tall. Good. Push through the floor to come back. Yep, perfect. So as we're doing this, we're really trying to train the brain that you don't have to use your back for all of the work and all of the effort. Really, the effort should come from the floor. The floor is the only solid surface that he has to help create power from. So if he doesn't use that, then he has to create power off of his own joints. So we really want that effort starting from that support point and working the way up through the body. Go ahead, rock forward. Now he can feel weight going into his feet. Now I don't want you to rock so far forward that you're on your toes. I want full foot contact, as much surface, as much area as possible. Shove the feet into the ground to stand straight up. Good. And reverse that movement to come back down. So this is a great spot for us to start if we're just trying to learn this exercise or having some challenge. But ultimately, most of the things that we are needing to get up and down from are much lower. So let's come on over to the chair here. And come on down. Big thing here is we may need to scoot forward just a little bit so that we can really get ourselves on top of our support point without being blocked by the chair itself. So, Connor, go ahead, rock forward, feel the weight go into your feet, push the feet into the ground to push yourself back. Now as he does this, go ahead and do that again. You can really see like essentially what's happening right here is where the glute attaches up on the pelvis is pulling him back this way. So he's actually using the hip to create that movement, not his back to create that movement. Go ahead, rock forward. Good, stay right there. Push your feet into the ground to come straight up. Yeah, you can see for him, he actually uses a little bit of that low back on that initiation of the movement. And come back down. So we even have a little bit of work that we could do better with here. Rock forward. Good, pause. Take a nice breath through the nose. Feel that support go into your fingers. Good, one more breath. Now push your feet into the ground. And there's a little bit less of that buckling type of movement whenever he initiated. So for us, if we start feeling a lot of that initiation or feel like your back is pulling you up, we really have to focus on using the feet. And we may need to focus on, okay, hands right here. Try to create a big breath through the nose to create pressure in the abdomen to support the front side of the spine and then initiate the movement so we can really get the hips and feet and legs doing the work rather than the back trying to pull you up. And that's really the basis even for all of our lifting as well as we progress into that. But those are some really basic skills that we need to learn how to do very, very well.